Welcome back to the coolest channel on YouTube. Look, smash that like button. Let's crack this algorithm. Let's get this thing to like 20,000 likes, man. Look, the weird stuff don't stop just because we want to take a day off. Man, we still got planes falling from the sky. This one now is in Philly. We're going to get into this video. Just know, man, we are living in strange times. And people have been talking about the plane situation for a while. Are we starting to see it come true? Let me know in the comments down below, man. But look, man, if you're going through a tough time, just know that we're going through this thing called life together. You're never in it by yourself. 60% of the people that watch this channel still aren't even subscribed. But look, we'll get to 1 million subscribers someday, man. Just make sure that you're one on the way there. Look, don't bandwagon after that. I ain't gonna care if they're 1 million. I'm just gonna tell y'all the truth right now. But look, man, let's get into this video, man. Hopefully y'all been having a good day. Positive vibes only. And look, I'm not trying to convince you or nothing. We're just gonna have a conversation here as adults, and let's get it. Let's have a good time.
I'd say there's something a little ominous about seeing a military-grade helicopter flying without a pilot. This is part of a project from Lockheed Martin's subsidiary Sikorsky and DARPA. Now, if you're not familiar with DARPA, it's a research and development agency for the US Department of Defense. And according to DARPA, this marked the first time a Black Hawk helicopter flew without anyone on board.
Could that be what happened the other day with the Black Hawk?
It took off, flew for 30 minutes over a US Army base in Kentucky before safely landing on its own. So what made this possible? It's called ALIAS, an acronym for Air Crew Labor in Cockpit Automation System. And to find out how it works, I caught up with Sikorsky's Director of Innovations, Igor Cherepinski.
The way you sort of program this machine isn't by putting in waypoints like you would with a drone. This isn't fly here, 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 and there. You're actually explaining a mission. There's a language that was developed where you're telling the aircraft, hey, I have a cargo mission. And there's a set of cargo over here, and it's this kind of cargo, and it needs to end up over there. And this is when I need it. And then the aircraft goes out, figures out what the flight rules are, what the winds are, and shows you a plan to say, hey, here's how I would do this. And you, again, as a human being, have the final authority to modify it. But machines doing a lot of that, intermediate thinking sort of thing for you. This is inherently what's known as a fly-by-wire system, where mechanical controls are completely removed from the aircraft. So even in pilot mode, the pilots are flying the same computer, if you will, that's flying the aircraft when no one's on board. And that makes this aircraft easy to fly. I could teach you to fly this aircraft in 15 minutes.
Now, Igor was very clear when I talked to him. This isn't any sort of artificial intelligence. The system relies on cameras, sensors, and algorithms to identify and then avoid obstacles. And this wasn't the first time we've seen ALIAS in action. DARPA demonstrated it last year in a supervised test with a safety pilot on board.
Engaging autonomous auto start. Autonomous takeoff.
So I had to ask a question that a lot of you are probably thinking. If helicopters can fly their own missions now, are we on a path to making pilots obsolete?
Oh shit, a plane just fucking crashed! Oh shit!
It's really going down in Philadelphia right now, y'all. Look at all these fire trucks and emergency vehicles that we got around, man. People just standing there with their phones. This is crazy. It's one thing for a plane to get hit while it's over water, but this is over the...
That's what we just went over with the Black Hawk situation. Y'all let me know how y'all feel about this. And now this one in Philly is just amazing to me.
street where there's pedestrian. Check this one out. Look at this. Look at this. Y'all, what was that? What?
Allahu Akbar! Allahu Akbar! What the hell?
Take a look at this again, y'all. And now look at the next clip. Look at this. Where's the thing that fell out of the sky? And just for that, the sky to flash bright orange like that before impact? Y'all see that? Y'all see that? How the sky just went orange before impact? I don't know, y'all. Like I said, man, in these times that we live in, we cannot trust what we see. But if that wasn't a plane, what was that? Do y'all see that? Look at this. Look at that. Look at the cloud of smoke, the dark black cloud. Leading up to the Super Bowl, things are gonna get a lot interesting. Let me know what you guys think about this video.
All right, y'all. So let's not jump off the edge and be like that was a UFO crashing into the ground. I've seen people say that this thing was a missile, that it was a, some type of UFO coming out of a portal falling into our side of reality. Look, man. Look, it was a plane, okay? And stuff is going on. I believe it's, this is just another theory though. I believe it's something going on. Something going on up there. Also, it could be, like a little. That's how you would fight a war. People think that you would come and drop like a country like ours, what we understood with going over there to Iraq, Afghanistan, and those places to give y'all some real stuff. You can't invade a country where everybody has guns. We went somewhere where everybody didn't have guns, but they were well equipped and prepared to, protect themselves and come after us. And they did a really good job. Do you really think with a country like ours, but everybody has weapons and everybody has some type of brain up there, we know how to harm stuff. Just know like that. We know how to harm stuff as United States. Do you think it'd be another country that'd be in a march in here and do stuff like that to us? No, absolutely not. It would never happen. We're too thrilled for that. We're too ghetto over here. It's just not gonna happen. We'd take their tanks and have rims on them mugs. You feel me? But anyway, let's get back to it though, man. Let me know how y'all feel about this in the comments down below. It was a plane, but crazy times. It's already been prophesized. It do look like a missile though.
Eddie Griffin, ladies and gentlemen, he has talked about the Earth being flat for a long time. Let's get into it.
Wants to go to outer space. Just like every other bad man. I need to go to outer space. What's out in outer space? And they never make it. The rocket ship hits the firmament, and the firmament stops it. Ain't nobody been to the moon. Ain't nobody been outside this giant cage we're trapped in. The firmament is real. This is why rocket ships take off and they start shooting at an angle. They'll scrape the firmament and they always land in the ocean. Then they shoot some grainy film that they were on the moon. It scraped the surface of the firmament, landed. There's only one day, but the landing is like a week later. But that's when they show it. All the shit happened in one day. There's no satellites out there either, nigga. There's no satellites.
Rockets, they have so many compartments that break off when you go. So how does the ship same when it lands? Yeah. Same as it takes off.
Or even the satellite.
No, there's no satellites. They are hanging satellites in the firmament. This is a GPS system. And that's the permanent GPS system. They call it space. But the space between Earth and God is called the firmament. And until he opens that up, it's going to be continued. Firmament. That's called the firmament. It's in the Bible. Nothing will get through the firmament. flat Earth is real. Hey, the world is not round. If it was, I get disproved this many times. But anyway, there's an ice wall around our three-dimensional world called Earth that lays on a two-dimensional plane. Right? But we're trapped in the center on this planet in an ice wall. This is why if you fly from anywhere on Earth to Australia, no, to Antarctica, why do you always have to fly to England? To make it seem like the world is round, you had to travel that far. From Florida to Antarctica is about four and a half hours on a straight shot. So why the fuck you gotta fly from Florida to London and then there? Anywhere you come from, you gotta go to London and London and then there. No, you're going to London because the reptilians there said you must come through there.
Let me pivot for just one moment. This will disturb you. You may not sleep tonight. And I've known this for some time. But in the last 2 years, I've had 3 separate people who have been in comm centers, communication centers at classified bases, that have told me there has been intercepted communications from NHI, that they're just about fed up with that nonsense of us targeting them, damaging them, captivating their people, and doing this in a kinetic, meaning violent. Kinetic is another euphemism in the military, just kinetic is just, casualties and destruction, violence, manner. And then that the problem is, because we have these advanced technologies that are psionic and technological, our craft, the ones that we have that are man-made, have pretty much reached almost an indistinguishable level with the NHI craft or ET craft. But by using this technology in an aggressive military and corporate way to simply get more and more of their stuff, their goodies, their technology, which is what all the billionaires want, right? Because they only think one way. How do I become a trillionaire if I'm a billionaire? That's all they care about, right? These civilizations out in...
You don't find that suspicious? You don't find that suspicious? You don't find that suspicious?
This is Melody, and she's one of our companion robots. The best part about her is that in 30 seconds we can...
Bro, are we still on Earth? Like, bro, did we just walk into a whole nother dimension? This is a lot. This shit all just happened. And I don't know when this robot thing just happened, but it's still here. Look, I see a lot of bad things with this little robot right here because I done seen the bodies that they come with too. And I ain't even gonna lie to y'all, ladies. They got some fat ass robots out here. The robots got the clappers now, and it's crazy. And you know these creepy dudes out here, man. They gonna be, well, we're gonna have hybrids. Oh man, what is this world coming to? People gonna get the chips in their arms and stuff like that in order to pay for produce and stuff. AKA that y'all call the mark of the beast. Hey man. But we get them.
Swap a face out, put a new one in, and that changes the way
Don't ETs want nothing to do with us. Look at this. You already know what they're trying to do with this robot. Look at her.
she talks, the way she interacts with people, everything. So you can see her face right behind you. It's on the table.
Your face is on the table?
Yeah, there's another one on the table that's completely
Here?
Now they got all the movies with the robots having affairs with the men in the house and violently attacking the women.
Yes, feel free to touch it to get a sense of the civil companion technology.
And she can change faces.
Okay, oh wow. Feels soft.
You want to touch her lips? Yeah, there you go.
So that's her face, and this is Melody here.
Yeah, not only that, she has a lot of facial expression. So right now she's at neutral, but we can make her surprised. We can make her smile. And the one that everyone loves is her just being angry. And in 30 seconds, as I said, we can completely change the robot, the way she walks, the way she talks. She cannot walk right now, but the animations, we have individual motors in her fingers right now. You can see those moving. And you can see the skin as well. It's pretty realistic.
Them dudes don't care if she can walk. She gonna be on her back or she gonna be on her front.
Over here, the skin.
I ain't gonna lie to you, that's crazy.
Okay.
So she can mimic knuckles, and she has speakers and microphone inside, but right now we're just using the iPad because it's CES, there's a lot of noise, and you can introduce, so she can talk. So.
Hello there, I'm Melody, your delightful companion from Realbotics, here to make your CES 2025 experience a bit more interesting.
And with customizable faces, imagine her greeting you at reception at theme parks, right? So you can completely change the person you're talking to every time. And you can also check out a vision model.
How can I add
so she can look at you, she can recognize you, and she can follow you around. And she can also smile, and when she locks into you, she'll recognize who you are. So we see her being at theme parks. She can also, our AI is based on companionship. So the more you talk to her, the more you interact with her, she'll get to know more about you.
How about you?
Can we ask you some questions?
Yeah, sure. Yeah,
Ask me why their grandparents or great-grandparents never talked about the reset. Why don't they remember anything about it? Well, let me try to explain it. First, there were the Cabbage Patch Babies. Now, these weren't just toys, you see. They became a symbol of something much bigger, a massive repopulation effort after the reset. These babies, they weren't born the usual way. They were produced almost mechanically in large numbers and distributed through a cold, efficient system. Strange, isn't it? Brings to mind ideas like cloning, doesn't it? And maybe that's why today you see so many folks who just seem to go with the flow. No questions, no thinking. Did you know they say nearly half the population doesn't even have an internal monologue? Imagine that, living life with a quiet mind, just following along. Those babies, those orphan trains, they were shipped off along with abandoned children who had survived the reset, taken from their families, sent to faraway lands. Many ended up in America. And when they got there, they were given a new story, the official version of history. No elders left to tell them the truth. Nobody to remember how things used to be. It made them easier to control, you see, easier to accept the new narrative.
This is a unique little fantasy world that you can walk out of everyday life, lift off, whoa, and come into, no harm done, no foul, and have a good time.
Doors open and people were at first fairly orderly. Then one of them grabbed a shopping cart and the rush was on.
You know what, that really gives me Bavarian vibes. And let me know in the comments down below, how many of you do not have an internal monologue? I know people of all colors, so don't be like, oh, we can't. No, I know people of all colors that just don't have one. I'm starting to think that they're the cabbage kids, ain't they? Maybe. I don't know.
Florida got 7 inches of snow. Brother, this is Alaska. Right now. There is no snow. There is no ice. No snow. Nothing.
Okay, I want you to notice something here. And I'm going to prove to you guys that right now, there is literally not a U.S. corporation. Mark my words.
Please raise your right hand.
Now, as you can see, he just placed his left hand on the Bible.
I, James David Vance, do solemnly swear.
Okay, I stopped it and I fast forwarded. Now we're going to go and watch this next segment. Now, I'm not going to say too much, just watch. Okay, he comes forward.
Please raise your right hand.
Look at his wife and look and see what she's holding.
John Trump, do solemnly swear.
Do you notice not the left hand is coming up, just the right hand is raised.
The office of President of the United States.
Look at the books, look at the Bibles. Do you see anything on there? There's a reason why he cannot put the left hand on the Bible. Look, his wife is clearly holding the Bibles, holding the two. And if you look back in their history, U.S. history, the president has always put his hand on both, and the first lady always held it. Why did that not happen this time? Ask yourself.
I think all our society is run by insane people for insane objectives. You know? And I think that's what I sussed when I was 16 and 12, way down the line. I think we're being run by maniacs for maniacal ends, you know.
Brecht, what do you think?
I think no one made a bigger impact, and I know this personally from my grandfather announcing his death. John Lennon, imagine all the people.
My model of business is the Beatles.
Steve Jobs, the founder of Apple, he was a huge Beatles fan. He named his company Apple, the same name the Beatles gave theirs.
Our own anyway now.
You never can be anything else
We
but
are
the
the
Beatles.
Beatles, that's what we are. We're also Apple as well, see. Yeah, like Dr. Jekyll and Mrs. Brown.
But who are dissatisfied because the current state didn't live up to their ideals. Without death, there would be very little progress.
Right now in the world, there's a baby gazelle being born. If that motherfucker don't learn how to run, somebody's gonna eat it, and God don't give a fuck that it's a baby. That's the world. You live in the same shit. You think because you got buildings around you and you got a society that the shit is different? Whatever trauma that you went through growing up as a man, if you don't learn how to walk with that shit, the world's gonna eat you the fuck up. Nobody's gonna care. And other men gonna step on you. Period. Nobody's gonna give a fuck that I went through this as a child. As a man, you a grown-ass man. If you don't learn how to walk with that trauma, they got a place for you. They got two places for you. Either one is called prison, and the other one is called the crazy house. So which one you want to go to? Because if you, as a man, can't learn how to walk with that trauma, you in trouble, bruh. You in trouble. And that's when the strong survive.
Gloves and magnetic balls to make these one-handed catches. I told you so.
They couldn't put the magnet out. Glove to the bottom.
I'm calling up.
Watch why he can't let the ball go, y'all. It's the magnet. It's the magnet. It's the match stuck to his hand. Y'all boy be fired from anything.
That is the first time I'm actually seeing this, y'all. Like, that just blew my mind right there. I've never seen that. I mean, we seen it. Was that? Come on now. Somewhere in the world, somebody's like, "Oh, that's they're just trolling."
Y'all fall for anything.
Hey ladies, are you wearing the lipstick or is the lipstick wearing you? Have you guys seen what lipstick looks like under a microscope? Mind you, this is a brand new lipstick, y'all. Brand new. Now check this out, cause this just gets interesting. Look at this. What is this, y'all? What? And lately I've said I haven't been seeing worms in the ground like we used to, like we were children. And I know why. Because they're literally in everything else. They're in the food, the makeup. They live in some of our pets. People got them within them as well. Like, we're fully infested with these parasites, y'all. And he's going to further prove this after he smears this down, okay? And he puts it on the clamp. And he's going to switch the magnification on the microscope. And then he's going to lift it up. And then he's going to show us, put an eye, and there it goes, right here, over here. Oh my goodness. So ladies, are you wearing the lipstick or is the lipstick wearing you? I'm confused here. Why is there more parasites than pink? And why does the pink have all this bacteria around it? Is that why our mothers would be like, they're gonna wash our mouth out with soap because they knew that parasites live in there? Oh my goodness. It's literally a playground for them, y'all. So ladies, what do you guys think about this?
Yeah, y'all, we got to get together and build us a spaceship. We got to get off this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? We got to get out of here because this is just getting a little bit too much. You know what I'm saying? Let's get back to some earthly videos, though. United States Earth videos, because my people in the UK say stuff don't be happening out there like that, and we are entertainment. They be watching us like TV. I appreciate y'all, man. My people out there in the UK. I appreciate my people from out there everywhere. You know, y'all, everybody hold me down. Just one handprint though. Just one handprint though.
Okay,
This clip is currently going viral and it's of Shea Gilgeous-Alexander and it's of his eye glitching. And I usually take clips like this with a grain of salt, but now it's going super viral and everyone is sending it to me asking if this is real, is this edited, is it fake, what the heck is going on? So I decided to look into it and I wanted to find the original clip, the one that was posted without any edits. So I looked onto YouTube and it was posted by Bleacher Report. It's this video right here and it happens around the 29-second mark. And I'm zooming in here so you guys can see it. And indeed, in the raw footage, this clip is real. The people in the comments of the YouTube video also noticed this, and a lot of people are saying maybe it's just a camera reflection, but if you pause it, it does look like his eye kind of gets distorted. So I doubt it is a camera reflection. Maybe the camera itself glitched or the live stream glitched, but this is when the conspiracy starts. So I'm curious to know, what do you guys think about this?
How did you find your way to the rim against one of the best defenses in the league?
Y'all gotta see this. Look, y'all, I don't know what's going on, but something is definitely going on. Help. LAPD. Traffic code. What the fuck is going on? Somebody gotta let me know. It's a human. Traffic code. And then look what is beside, y'all. Look.
What they be hearing the kids and stuff scream at. That's what they be saying, right?
Something is going on, bruh. And it's not like it's small. That shit is big as fuck. What if that's one of the entrances that Ali Carter was talking about? And allegedly, that's one of the streets that the military got blocked off. Now, somebody gotta tell me, why is it big ass letters saying help, saying human traffico? It's a big ass opening in the ground, and the military is blocking it. Something's not adding up.
Paradise? Paradise?
Oh, here we go. Paradise is. Oh. I knew it. I knew it. I knew it was a fucking message. I knew it. I knew it was a message. Yo, kid, look at the sky, bro. They got a message in the sky. Conception? No, conspiracy? It's a conspiracy. It has that gonna be.
Paradise is a conspiracy. Nigga, I'm on 180th in the Bronx, East Tremont, nigga.
Paradise is a conspiracy. Facts. That's what it's saying.
America lands belongs to people that look like me. We are the original people of this land. We are the indigenous. We are the original Indians that they were talking about. And as more of that information come out and people start to figure out there's such thing as a $5 Indian, and that the people that they said originally belong here, they now have to be sent back to wherever they were sent here from on boats and ships, we all can go ahead and start sitting at the round table and clapping our hands. Because what's supposed to be yours is being returned back to you. The harsh truth is that all we can do is sit back and watch. This ain't our fight, y'all. All we can do is sit back and watch. You see, because in order for me to return something that's yours, I have to remove the people that I said it belongs to. I have to remove them. Because in a minute, it's only going to be you and me. See, a lot of y'all is flying over your head. Your shit being returned back to you and you don't even realize it. They don't have a choice. So I expect that if you look like me, sit your ass back, shut the fuck up, and just watch. And lastly, if you look like me, learn how to do this. Learn how to... It's not your fight. We can't help everybody and continue to walk all over ourselves. The fuck?
Nah, what she said was bars, but look, at the same time, what she do about the damn bee, y'all? Was she cutting it and slapping the shit out the bee, trying to, you know what I'm saying? Oh, I resonate with the planet head ass, you know what I'm saying? Look, the bee was fucking with you because you vibing right, but did you slap the bee? That's all I want to know. I'm asking for a friend, you know? I'm just trying to become a better person too. I just need advice.
I know you guys have seen this video and we need to talk about this. This video alone has sent the internet crazy with 24 million views, and we need to talk about why this is important. This bird was recorded doing this on top of this tower in China. Now, a lot of people might think that this bird is sunbathing, spreading his wings out, but this is a message. This bird is replicating or mirroring what we call in Egyptian mythology the wings of Ma'at. Birds are highly spiritual beings and they fly close to the heavens, so they are close to God. In fact, one of the famous birds in history, Egyptian mythology, was known as Thoth, which this bird over here kind of mirrors Thoth, if you know what Thoth looks like. Now let me read to you what many cultures had to say about birds. Native American tribes see birds as sacred messengers. Eagles, for instance, are seen as carriers of prayers to the Creator. Owls are sometimes considered omens of transformations and message from ancestors. In Celtic spirituality, birds were thought to travel between the world of the living and the other world, bringing insight and prophecy. In Hermeticism, the phoenix, for example, represents death and rebirth. Some believe that when birds appear in unusual ways, they may be bringing a message from a loved one or a spiritual guide. The divine eagle in Hinduism serves as the vehicle of Vishnu, representing spiritual power and transcendence. Odin, who is the All-Father, the father of Thor, accompanied by two ravens who travel between realms and bring him wisdom. Christianity, a dove specifically, are seen as divine messengers. In the story of Noah, a dove brings back an olive branch, symbolizing hope and renewal. Now check this out, it brings me right back to this. Have y'all seen this yet? Now, in one of the latest press conferences with Donald Trump, he is seen in front of the seal of America, which is this eagle over here. Now, here is the problem. Usually the eagle's head is towards the olive branch for peace. Do you guys see the problem? The eagle's head is towards the arrow, meaning what? So is this bird sending a message to us? Remember I told you this bird resembles Thoth, right? Thoth. And then we just had this super intelligent AI that surpasses ChatGPT called DeepSeek, who is play off the word of deep thought from the movie Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, who told us that the answer to the universe is 42. And this video garnered 24 million views. 42, 24. It's flipped. Thoth. This bird looks like Thoth. And Deep Seek is actually deep thought over here, y'all. I told y'all, our life is literally a movie. So this means the question to the universe is most likely about to be answered, right? What do you guys think about this? Please let me know down in the comments below. Like, follow, and share for more videos like this. Let's continue to get this shift.
So what are we thinking now? Is something going to happen in the first 42 days of the year? We're going to see. I'm waiting, y'all. The countdown begins.
A couple of months ago, we started hearing these weird booms out here. And we didn't know what it was. And there's not a lot of people that live out here. As you can tell, we're pretty rural. We've got a city back that direction, maybe 30 miles. And another one about 40 miles that way. Started noticing some weird stuff, like out on the desert. I was out there looking for deer, and we found a camp, which isn't unusual, but there was a lot of campers and a lot of vehicles, and none of them were local, and we didn't know who any of the people were, and we couldn't tell why they were even there. Wasn't a hunting camp at all, so we're not sure there. A reporter came out and interviewed a bunch of people from the area, and it was a local news station, and talked about a lot of stuff, posted a report, put it on the news, on the internet. Next day, it's all gone. Can't find any record of it. All been wiped. But us locals, and especially us locals with dogs, you know, we go out at nighttime, and all of a sudden, we're hearing air traffic at night. And we don't hardly ever hear air traffic, ever. But when you take your dog out at night to go tinkle or whatever, you'll hear air traffic every time. Sometimes it sounds like helicopters. Sometimes it sounds like planes that are low. I don't have an answer. I don't know what it is. Took a turn for the weird. I'm out here on the desert, and as you guys know, I made that video yesterday about the weird booms we've been hearing. Today, I'm driving around out here on the desert, just barely. You know, the guy left just 5 minutes ago. I'm out here on the desert, and this guy pulls up next to me while I'm stopped and starts talking to me. And I notice he's driving one of the, I'm wearing a wiener dog, driving one of the pickups I saw in the camp last summer. And I mentioned the camp in the last video. What was weird about the pickups is they were all the same make and model.
What was weird? Okay.
The camp trailers, all the same make and model. They had some stuff under a tarp. The four-wheelers all looked exactly the same. And they had Idaho tags, which is normal, I guess. But a couple of big things that stood out. One, he was driving this obscure vehicle, and in Idaho, our tags have our county on them first. So like everybody in my county has 4B tags. So it goes 4B space and then, you know, some other numbers or letters or whatever. And so you can tell what county people are from. He didn't have that, and their tags were all the same, except like one off or a couple digits off kind of a thing, all real close. He had those. Another thing is he said he was born and raised here in, you know, the big town just down the road, and he had an accent that was not from here. He sounded like he was from the Northeast. You know, how they kind of clip their words a little too much. He sounded like that. So he had an accent not from here, born and raised here, lived here his whole life. And I'm not buying it. And then the weirdest thing was when he left, he said, "All right, talk to you later, Brian." And I never told him my name. So I don't know what's going on.
Brian out there in the desert smoking that crack.
So I'm posting a theory later, but I think these aliens that are here are our ancestors. Our ancestors, okay? Time to go. Like, y'all know how in the Bible they talk about how, like, Judgment Day, certain people would wake up and majority of the people in the world would be gone and they would be wondering where they went. God took his people and he left the people there, you know, just like in Leave the World Behind. What did that Spanish lady say? She said she woke up and everybody in her house was gone. the whole world was gone and only certain people were left behind? Judgment Day. And y'all peep game how they describe Noah's Ark as, you know, they try to say it's wooden. I think it was a spaceship. Because how can God close a wooden boat? Because God closed the doors on Noah's Ark. And they said the ship was on the face of the waters and in the eye of the sky. That sounds like a spaceship. Because any regular boat would have flooded if the sea levels were rising. That would either have to be a submarine or a ship that could fly. And they say they waited for God to open up the gates to the heavens. That sounds like a portal. That's all I'm saying. But yeah, I got the whole theory coming later. I got you. I'm going to get more in detail what I think. But I honestly think they're about to take their descendants and leave and get the fuck out of here. Because in the Bible, they said in the last day, God said he's going to send huntsmen and fishermen to go and get his people. Nobody would know. And they said, and when he gets his people, that's when he will allow all chaos on earth to arise. In my opinion, it seems like he's going to get his descendants before this big chaotic event happens. I wonder what that could be. And didn't they say we would float up into the heavens on Judgment Day? Doesn't that sound like when an alien spaceship stands over you and you float on into the ship? Maybe I'm thinking deep. I don't know.
I do realize On and On by Erykah Badu was a whole download, right? On this video here, I already broke down the 369 line. I'll link it in the caption if you want to check it out. Y'all know what line is just so fitting for the times we in right now? She said, you rush into destruction cause you ain't got nothing left. The mothership can't save you, so your ass is gonna get left. If we were made in his image, then call us by our names. Most intellects do not believe in God, but they fear us just the same. Oh, on and on and on and on. My cipher keep rolling like a rolling stone. The Christians be in church and they say amen or preach, preacher when they feeling it. That's exactly how I feel when I listen to that song. How many people living without purpose right now, rushing to fill voids they don't even know exist? Chasing false idols, material things, relationships that's not gonna work, anything that will keep them from facing that emptiness they feel inside. Even though there's a lot of talks about the mothership in our atmosphere, I believe Auntie Erykah was talking about that spiritual awakening, that cosmic elevation. If you don't do the work, you cannot be saved. Don't save her. She don't wanna be saved. Don't save her. I had an outburst, but if you don't align with your higher self, you're gonna miss that shift when it comes. If we were made in his image to call us by our name, that line a whole portal. Talking about the power that we hold when we remember who we are. Talking about your divine identity. Really made in the image of the creator. Why you think they try to keep us from our true essence? Knocking us off our cycle. I'll tell you why. Because when we step into our knowing, it's gonna shake the whole foundation of this matrix. Literally got people thinking that God is an energy that's outside of us. So if that's the case, why they so afraid? Because they see the divine energy within us. We just couldn't see it. Fear our resilience, our creativity, our ability. We always rise over and over and over again. Deep down, they know we carry something sacred, something eternal. Auntie Erykah was tapped into timeless truth. The song reminds us to stop chasing what doesn't serve you. Connect with your divine purpose. Remember the power of your name, your essence, and your spirit. That's the real mothership. While I'm talking metaphorically right now, that other mothership got them running for the hills too. They shook. Now we rise, y'all. Remember who you are. Take all your power back. Let me know your thoughts in the comment. Peace, love, and light, and gratitude for watching.
Hallo! Du bist so massage!
Hola, cabrón! I ain't gonna lie, that's why there's no math for like mathematics or like anything involving anything. We have nothing to compensate for to spin another earth, bro. It's crazy.
Hallo! Hola, cabrón! Du bist so much.
But let me know how y'all feel about the recent crashes, man. They've been happening overseas, foreign and domestic, right? So these things are ramping up. I would suggest chillaxing if you can. If you can not fly, ain't trying to mess up their business. You know how they do. That's why we're trying to tell y'all not what to do. But I would be cautious. I mean, but it is what it is, man. Y'all let me know how y'all feel about the state of the United States and what we're going through. We just seen a dip in the markets because, you know, Trump put tariffs on, you know, Canada and all the other, and Mexico and stuff. So we're going to see how that's going to affect the economy. Of course, they're going to start printing again. Markets are going to drop. I think that's when the transfer of wealth is going to start, yeah, everybody. So hopefully everybody out here doing their due diligence, out here doing their own damn research, thinking for themselves, trying to make it to that next level so you can propel you and your family to that next level. Nobody can do it for you but you. You know what I'm saying? But look, like I always say, spread love because there's too much hate in this world. Love you guys. I'll see y'all in the next video. And I'm out though. Blah.